Hey guys, something quick I noticed. I was sitting here listening to somebody talk about the story of Cinderella. In the last scene of the Roger and Hammerstein Cinderella, you see the god sisters, or not the god sisters, but the stepsisters and the mother get locked out the gate. We also see that before Mordecai became a pivotal person in the palace, he was on the outer side of the gates. And this was over a 5-year period. It wasn't until Mordecai came to Esther and told Esther of what it was that was her calling for that season, did things come into alignment for Mordecai to come in. A lot of you, when you come into alignment with your spouse, everyone's going to be locked out when you come into union with your spouse. Everybody you know, your friends, your friendships, everything that you're used to up to this point, it's going to be locked outside. Will there be a point in time that it will come in? Now let's switch over to Joseph. Joseph, when he first became king, his family was nowhere around. They were outside of the situation. It wasn't until they came to him that he pulled them in. But even yet and still, Joseph didn't bring his family into the palace. If we recall, Joseph gave them an area outside of the palace, meaning it wasn't someplace that was directly connected that he would see them all the time. He was giving them kind of an element of access to what he had, but they were not invited to be inside what he was dealing with, nor what he was doing. So a lot of the people that you're associated with, family, friends, so on and so forth, they're not going to be allowed to be in direct contact with you. There may be moments, you may have times where you cross paths where family is associated in a way where you visit them, and it may just be you, your spouse may visit too, I don't know, but it's not going to be a close knit scenario. Y'all are going to be at a distance. She had to come to the gate to meet Mordecai. She had to go to speak to him. Even if you look at the films that they've done, she had to go outside of the gates to meet him by the wall. They're not allowed to be within a certain inner court in relation to you. They can be on the outside. They can be on the outskirts. There's a part of the Bible that talks about the inner and the external courts. I do not know why I'm yelling, but the inner and the external courts. You and your spouse and the people that are associated closely to him, y'all are on the inner courts. Your family's going to be on the outer courts. Your friends are going to be at outer courts. There, even if they are allowed to have a certain amount of access, I have to look this up. Hold on. So what I found was he told his family that they were to live in the region of Goshen, to be near him. You, your children, your grandchildren, your flocks, your herds, all you have, I will provide for you there, because 5 years of famine is still to come. Because of the things that are coming, you may have the ability to set your family up, but they are not to be set up within your land. Okay? There's going to be a place, if the Lord allows you to help them, It's going to be a place that he's going to allow you to help them that may be near where you are, but it's not within your inner courts. It kind of reminds me, years ago, I remember I saw the interview with Lisa Marie Presley, and she was talking about how her ex-husband still lives on her property, but he lives way off where is not directly connected to everything that she is and her family is associated with. So there may be a connection, there may be a location. You may have acreage and yards and all of this kind of stuff that you can put your family in a property nearby you in a community. You could buy an entire community. Real estate is going to be booming. You may be able to purchase a property area that's going to be a benefit to them to stay there throughout a season of famine. But they are not to be within the inner courts of where you're going to be. And it just is the way that the Lord has it. You're going to have your inner courts. They're going to be on the outer courts. They may have a slight amount of access, but they will not have direct connection to you. And that's just the way that the Lord is showing me. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to bring my attention or your attention to. That God may allow you to go back and get them, but they are not to live that close. Okay? And if you recall, when Joseph passed away, the siblings were concerned because of the fact that, it was after the father passed away. The siblings were concerned that Joseph was going to throw them out. No, it was a scenario of he was giving them that part of the land. So you may give them a level of your inheritance, but it's not meant to be close up. Is there anything else? I think that's all. That's all I kind of got from that experience. It was actually more than I thought I was going to say. But I hope that blessed you. Is there anything else? There's nothing in relation to this anyway. Okay. Until next time. Bye-bye.